Kurtz is going to join us, the Rookie of the Year. It has been a while since we've been able to talk to him. Haven't been able to talk to him since the award. We're going to first bring out, you win Rookie of the Year, but now you have your own bobblehead. What do you think?
That's awesome. I haven't seen that yet.
You haven't seen this?
Well, I saw like pictures, but I haven't seen it in person. That's awesome. That's
Did you
really
get
cool.
one at Wake Forest, or is this your first bobblehead?
No, they're actually doing one for me at Wake Forest this year too.
So you've never had a bobblehead. This is the first
never.
bobblehead.
First
so
one.
we want to hold it up for everybody. It's the Nick Kurtz bobblehead. Just churning the butter.
April 17th is when you can get that bobblehead.
I mean, how do you not want this? Because it's kind of got a little bit of the action figure thing going too. How cool is that?
That's cool. Kind of looks like me.
Yeah,
not too bad.
That's always a scary thing.
Yeah.
When you can find that on Google, bobbleheads that don't look like anybody, but it's definitely
got
the flow.
The flow looks great. That was the most important part.
So we haven't talked to you since you won Rookie of the Year. What was the experience like?
Yeah, it was awesome. When it kind of got announced, we were all in Hawaii together. Willie was in the same room as me when we were on the show, so that was really cool to kind of celebrate, as a team. We were in there for Sodi's wedding, so it was a great little week.
It was such a special time, when you think that you came up and everything started to flip, everything started to change, and you had such big moments, but you wanted to be very private about it. You didn't want it to be all about you. I thought that showed a lot of early leadership in you. When you look back, like, what do you think of when you look back in this Rookie of the Year season? You had the monstrous game in Houston, historic game. What are the things that you really reflected on?
Yeah, I think just kind of the whole year as a whole, when you look at any kind of season, you have, the parts where you feel really good at the plate. You have the days where you feel really bad. And then the majority is you're just trying to do what you can do that day to put the ball in play and get a base hit. So really just take advantage of those good days and enjoy them in the moment. And, it's not a good day if you don't get the team win as well. So, hopefully, we had some rough parts as a team as well. So that's kind of what I've reflected the most about is, I did all these great things, but it's got to lead to October. And that's the most important thing.
I think the one thing we've learned about you is you like the fight. And there's a fight here every single day. There's 162, and you got to want to bring it, and you got to want it, because the other team, they're trying to, as I always joke on this show, they're trying to take your lunch money, right? And you got to be ready to rock.
Absolutely.
So for all the skills and all the things we've talked about it, and all the things that you learned in Wake Forest and all this kind of stuff, talk about how you like the day-to-day. Let's get it on.
Yeah, it's just being competitive. That's just kind of who I am, and I hate losing. That's just kind of, I've always been that way growing up. I mean, it's not fun if you don't win, and that's kind of what I like to live by. And that happens as a team. That happens in an at bat, you against the pitcher. There's a battle going on every step of the way, every single game, kind of every inning. And it's like, all right, how many of those can we win today?
Do you look back at Houston at all? Have you looked back at that game and the 4 home runs and all the total bases? Have you looked back on that at all?
Yeah, I did a couple of times this off.
It was replayed multiple times on MLB Network. Did you? What?
I've watched. I kind of watched this offseason. I watched like the live broadcasts. I would fast forward to like my at bats, but I watched that one for the first time, which is pretty surreal. That kind of made it really sink in, which was cool. It's kind of good to enjoy that after the season's over.
I assume that goes really, really fast, and then all the hoopla after the game and everything. Yeah. So now when you have time to reflect, what do you really remember about the game?
It's honestly tough. Like, it kind of feels like I blacked out during it. I remember the day kind of just starting like any other one, and then next thing you know, you're on the plate and you've hit 3, and there's a chance to hit 4.
You had a chance to hit 5. That one off the wall in left center could have been 5.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think if I hit that one and I'm going in my last at bat already with 4, I would have been trying way too hard to hit the 5th, and it wouldn't have happened anyway. So I think this is meant to be.
You learned a lot. You haven't had a full year yet. You've learned a lot. And one thing that I know that a lot of great hitters do is they try and find, what were the pitchers trying to do to me? Where did they think my weakness was? Have you thought about that? Watch video, or maybe you thought maybe I had a little bit of weakness here. What have you worked on this offseason?
Yeah, I kind of knew right away that, pitchers attacked me up and in. And the teams that I kind of struggled against last year when going through it, they kind of did all similar things. And it's, hard stuff up and in. And then just when you think this, when you make the adjustment again on that stuff, that's when they'll mix it up again. Seattle did that very well. Tampa did that pretty good. So it's just more so, how can I take those pitches? Can I not chase that one that's up and in for a ball? Can I do certain things where, okay, this is as far as I need to go? Because if they're going to make that perfect pitch up there anyway, no one really does anything on that. So how good can I be at swinging at the right ones out of those?
What have you thought about physically now that you've seen kind of what the grind is every day in Major League Baseball? Have you changed anything workout wise? What have you been doing trying to get ready for that to stay healthy for the full season?
Trying to find a happy medium of getting stronger, but also at the same time having my body move a little bit better. I think if I find a happy medium with that, and it helps with injury prevention, and kind of coming up with a plan for the in-season stuff that now that I kind of know what to expect, I kind of know how much I need to work, how hard I need to work, how many lifts I need to do per week to kind of stay in shape and not lose that.
Talking to Mark McGwire, and Mark McGwire we've talked to him about this a few times, with all the home runs and everything that he did, he's most proud of his Gold Glove. Because no one thought of Mark McGwire defensively, because when you hit all the home runs, no one thinks about that kind of stuff. You're about to go into that, right? Because you're so good offensively, everybody's just going to talk about that. Remember, we talked to one of your coaches at Wake Forest, how your nickname was not Big Amish, your nickname was Spider-Man, because everything stuck to his nickname in college was Spider-Man.
That was the first one. Yeah, that was the first
and
one.
We tried to tell you, and everybody went with Big Amish. We're like, well, he was called Spider-Man. You're very proud of your defense. Everybody's going to talk about your offense. Yeah. How important is it to show everybody, whoa, I'm Gold Glove caliber over here?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It would be nice to have the award to go with it, but it's more so how comfortable can I make the infielders feel that when they throw it over to first base that they don't need to be perfect. That's kind of the thing that going through, Wake Forest, when I got that nickname, they had first basemen in the past where they didn't feel that comfortability. And if they are comfortable doing that, they don't have to worry about the throw. All they do is worry about making crazy plays. And that's kind of what the biggest part is. If they'll take care of that part, I'll take care of the other.
Yeah, you're the big target, but you're the big. So when you're a big target, you feel like I just got to get it in a certain range. And he's got long arms, but the fact that you can scoop it too. Yeah. So as you said, make whatever play you can. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'll dig it out. You're not going to get in there.
Yeah, 100%. That's kind of the biggest thing. Picking them up so they don't have to worry about it.
All right, one of the big things that you guys have been doing, and you're going to be continuing tonight, is being in the community here in Sacramento. What's it like now going into the community and your Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit different. Because I didn't get a chance to do this last year. Showed up a little bit later in the year.
He was in Vegas to start the season.
Yeah, I was in Vegas. It's really cool to kind of get out in there and people know who you are, and there's kids who look up to you. So it's kind of cool to have a small conversation with them, because I know when I was a kid that would have meant the world to me. Yeah. So it's really cool to do that.
Have they addressed you as Rookie of the Year?
Not really. No, I've got a couple big Amishes for sure, but not Rookie there. No.
One of the things that's so special about it, because when we're in the season and we're here in Sacramento, is my television partner is Steve Sachs, who was Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
And with all the things that he did in World Series, he won a couple World Series and All-Star games, but that stays with you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
If I go to your baseball reference page or Wikipedia, it's always going to say Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
You thought about that?
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, it's happened. No one can ever take that away from you. So it's cool to be a part of a very special group of people who've done it before.
How excited are you to get going here in Mesa, Arizona, and have a full year in the big leagues?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for what I believe this team can do. And I'm ready for all the expectations, and I just want to go out there and show the world that what we can do and get to October and do some cool stuff.
Everybody's talking October. I love it. I mean, the mindset that you guys have. Before we let you go, talk about what you guys have been talking about internally, because I know it's been going on. It's like, hey, no more is this the rebuild thing.
Yeah,
it's time to start winning some games.
Yeah, I really feel towards the end of the year last year, we finally had that inside belief of we know who we are. We know what we're capable of. We just got to come out next year, and show it. We're that 20-game span last year kind of it ruined it just kind of a season ender. So we want to come out and show people what we believe in ourselves and show them that we can do it.
Well, once again, here is the bobblehead. Cody, what is the date on that again? April what?
April 17th.
April 17th, and it is approved. You got What happened to the locks? Are you gonna start drawing that again, or would you go short for the holidays?
Yeah, I'm trying some new things out. We'll see how it goes.
Because the locks,
they'll come back. He'll come back.
Okay, they'll come back. Yeah, because the locks are good. But I love how you're churning the butter there. It's kind of like a little bit of an action figure. So definitely a thumbs up approved.
Yeah, it looks great. Looks great.
Brought to you by NBC Sports California. Well, it is always great to see you.
Absolutely great to see you as well.
Look forward to having you on A's Cast throughout the season.
Sounds
and seeing you for an entire year. I think for A's fans, we're all going to love it. And to see this team competing and trying to win the division. So rest up, and we'll see you down in Mesa, Arizona.
Yeah, sounds good. See you guys shortly.
Good stuff. Nick Kurtz joined us here on A's Cast.